Welcome to the Bora-Space with Nico, a safe place for armies. And today I have a special guest, my brother, my cousin and them, Blaze. What's happening with your son?
What's happening?
Good to have you here, my brother.
Great to be here.
Yeah.
To be here.
He's here often because we do reactions together. If you're familiar with this channel, we do reactions to BTS exclusively here on this channel. And today I just want to get a little close and personal with you, just give people a little behind the scenes, diary of a BTS reactor, if you will.
Okay.
We just finished watching J-Hope perform Mona Lisa for the first time, an unreleased track.
Yes.
He was in Brooklyn, New York. We were able to watch the fan cam.
Mm-hmm.
Give us your heartfelt impressions, because during the reaction, it seemed like your heart was going to give out on you at certain parts. And now that we've kind of like gotten to a space where things have calmed down,
Right.
I want to hear what you got to say about that performance.
I'm going to start with sexy.
Okay.
Very sexy but settled. Like calm. You know what I'm saying? One of those things where you just know, like, okay, this going to be one of the ones for real. You know, I felt like the lyrics, even though I couldn't hear all of them, we was able to read some of it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, we getting spicy. We going from sweet dreams to this? All right. And definitely got to say the dance moves, man. Like, I loved it. But he got this new roll, this new body roll thing that he's doing that I'm pretty sure a lot of people left in the ambulance.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. There's some passing out going on out there. Trust me.
It was a lot.
It was a lot
to handle.
But it was great, bro. It was great. Watching it for the first, hearing it and everything, seeing it for the first time, I felt like, okay, yeah, this one of the ones. Like, you just know. When you know, right?
Yeah.
And when it's hope, it's hope. You
Oh,
know what I'm
man.
saying?
Come on.
We already know he came to slay.
He did.
And that's exactly what he did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So shout out to J-Hope.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Mona Lisa.
I loved it as well. You explained my feelings about the track perfectly.
Thank you.
Like, we were not expecting this, and I don't think anybody was expecting this. But he did give clues. So we did watch the Sweet Dreams music video.
Yes.
And we saw the painting of Mona Lisa.
Yes.
And we actually watched the performance. The
Before.
Mona Lisa performance before we watched Sweet Dreams, and then we both noticed the Mona Lisa picture. We're like, this man is diabolical. Genius, bro.
Yes.
Genius. So we got clues, but overall, we didn't know that he was going to be doing this. It was an amazing surprise. I can only imagine how the Brooklyn armies felt in person to get that experience.
I just told you.
Yeah. Oh, ambulances.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
ambulances.
They're still in recovery right now.
ER.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah. So
Gotcha.
we're gonna pray for that.
Yeah,
For those
recovery,
people.
speedy recovery for all the armies that were there, because we felt it on the screen. So we can only imagine how it felt in real life, in person, to witness all of that. Can't wait for this track to come out.
If you think about it, it's similar to when Bapsay live performance came out and Hope, hit him with
hip
the
thrust and
that's what they wasn't ready then.
Yeah,
they're not ready now.
J-Hope's new nickname is J Slay.
Okay,
we will not hear anything else to the contrary after watching the Mona Lisa performance. Now, we did also watch the Sweet Dreams music video, but before that, we actually saw him perform the premiere of Sweet Dreams at Hope on the Stage, which was absolutely impressive. The music video was telling a different story along with the lyrics, because we was not exactly picking up what he was putting down in the live performance.
Not at all.
Can we expound on your thoughts on the lyrics and then the music video and the concepts and what we actually figured out what the song is about?
J-Hope been busy.
Okay.
J-Hope been busy, and apparently he's not getting sleep.
Apparently not.
But
he's not letting other people get sleep either. Well, he's putting other people to sleep.
He's putting other people
Go ahead.
He's carpenter, or he work in the wood shop.
Oh.
He's laying things down.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm picking up what you're now putting down.
Yeah.
Okay.
My guy definitely he went there without having to be disrespectful. It's very tasteful how he's doing it, and that's just one of the things that we talked about a few times before about music, like R&B, getting back to R&B.
Right.
You know, and yeah, I get it. There's different types of people in the world, but lately it seems like R&B only been catering to one type.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and
Right.
with songs like this, it's reaching the other people. You know, that it needs to reach. Like people like me who want those songs that when I hear it, it makes me think of my wife. And now when I hear this, I'm definitely gonna be thinking of my wife.
In a different way.
I got to get home, man.
Okay, we're gonna make this short.
I gotta get. That's what
We're gonna
I'm
make this short.
You know what I'm saying?
We just finished watching it, so yeah, we're gonna make this as short as possible. Okay.
Hey, adults, y'all understand what's going on right now.
We get it. That's a beautiful thing.
It is a
J-Ho
beautiful
spreading
thing.
the love out here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Just wait a minute. Hold up. Let me scale back. I don't need to create no more though. I'm done with creating.
Yeah.
I just want the love part.
Just the love part. Oh man, what a beautiful song! It feels good. The chemistry between Miguel. I almost called this man Maxwell. Miguel, but can you see how?
That's not a bad thing, you know.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing. Miguel and J-Hope's chemistry was a chef's kiss. A great collab.
Yes.
Loved hearing their harmony together. It meshes so well. Can I give a shout out to the little dog in the music video?
Oh, the little AI dog.
That was AI?
Yeah.
Oh, snap, bro. I'm in trouble.
You thought that was real?
I thought it was real. I can't tell the difference between AI and real things anymore.
Yeah.
I promise I thought that was a real dog.
Oh, no, it's AI.
Oh, that's disappointing. AI done got me again. Bro, I'm about to be somebody's victim.
Bro.
I'm really disappointed. I thought it was a real dog. I'm about to be somebody's victim, bro. Like, AI is getting too realistic for me.
Yeah.
I'm an old head. Like, bro, I'm not used to all this.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, well, screw that. Enough talk about that AI dog trash. I like J-Hope the best in the video. I'll just leave it at that. Nope.
I remember when you pointed it out. You know,
I was impressed by the little dog. I was like,
AI dog.
He's dancing. Oh, it's so cute.
Yeah.
Anyway, we watched the Tonight Show interview. Jimmy Fallon. Excellent interview.
Yes.
Jimmy always does a great job. He asked one question in particular of J-Hope that really stood out to me.
Mm-hmm.
He asked, would you be interested in collabing with Kendrick Lamar? In your opinion, as a hip-hop artist, connoisseur,
Yeah.
do you feel like that would be a good collab?
It would be a great collab.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, like, with Hobie having so many different types of styles, and I feel like, I ain't gonna say I feel like Kendrick Lamar have different types of styles as well. And I feel like they can get in there and play, you know, like play around with the music and make it something special. You know, one thing about Kendrick Lamar and J-Hope is that they music sounds like original. It don't sound like it's been done before.
Right.
You know, two creative people like that in any type of situation, magic always come from it. You know what I'm saying? And so I really feel like if them two ever work together, which I believe they will, because
it should happen. It doesn't make any sense for it not to happen, right?
especially with them, the way they love LA, you can honestly say some of their style, you know, that they put out is, you know, was from the time they spent in LA.
Right.
You know,
American hustle life.
Right.
Yeah.
So just thinking about it, the possibility, like, it definitely puts a smile on my face, because I know for a fact, whatever you think is going to come out of that, you're not thinking on same level.
Okay,
as them.
you're not even able to anticipate because
a fly in the room can't even tell you what they're trying to.
Even if that fly spoke English,
yes,
or any language,
and heard everything, he or she still will be at the end like,
okay,
I did not see that coming.
Oh,
yes.
wow.
And it's going to be fire at the same time.
Yeah, I'm feeling that as well, just knowing the caliber of artists that J-Hope is and Kendrick is. I mean, when you mesh them together, like, you get in a whole different, unique pot of gumbo.
Yes.
Like, Mama didn't even make it like this type of thing, right?
Yeah, there you go.
Do you think it'll have a bit of a West Coast feel to it, or do you think it would just be something that both sides are like, we just want it to sound completely new? It may have some flavor from Kendrick in there, may have some flavor from Hope in there, put them together with some other elements as well. I mean, do you think it would have something like that?
I put it like this. For me, I think what you get is what you get, right? I don't see them two going in there and going for a particular type of sound.
Okay.
Like the sound will most definitely be created and recreated because I feel like that's how a lot of their music come out. Like you just never know what you're getting. I feel like this would be Anderson .Paak and RM.
Oh, Still Life.
Still Life.
Okay.
This, because that collaboration could have went any way.
Right.
You're talking about two creative writers, and Anderson .Paak is definitely a poet himself. Listen to a lot of his music. He's very good.
He is exceptional.
And he's very creative. RM, we know all the songs he didn't wrote. We know all the different dynamics, like all the different things he didn't tapped in.
Absolutely,
you know?
yeah.
So that's what I see. When I hear Kendrick Lamar, J-Hope, I think RM, Anderson .Paak. Let them come up in there. Let them go in there.
Yeah.
You get out and come back to one of the biggest surprises in the world, Craig.
Ooh,
you know what I'm saying?
Come on. I like it. I'm even more excited, son. Come
I'm
on.
telling you.
Come on, bro. Speaking of RM, just a little sidetrack. Whatever happened to the song with RM and Pharrell? Have you heard anything about that?
I haven't, but we know that the guys has released music that they wrote 3 years ago. So,
or not released music that
they wrote
the Kim Tae-young. I'm just saying. Y'all know.
Yeah. But nah, like I think when it's that time, like I'm thinking it's gotta be huge. Because I don't see him just sitting on it like that. And then we already just caught a glimpse of J-Hope with Pharrell. You know, so
yeah,
you can imagine.
That's right.
You know, so I'm thinking maybe he want to wait till he's released. That way he can release it.
Do you think it's in Pharrell's hands possibly? It's a Pharrell song featuring RM and Pharrell just hasn't done anything with it. Maybe he's waiting for his album to come out. I don't know. I don't know whose hands it's in.
It could be. And if I'm Pharrell, I'm waiting on RM to come out so that we can do this together for real.
That's good.
You know, like I felt like Megan Thee Stallion, the song that her and RM did, I like the song. I love the beat. I think, you know, bar heavy, he went crazy. You know, she did her thing as well. But just imagine how bigger this song would have been, especially the video with him being out and
that's
being
fair.
in the actual video.
That's fair.
Here's the thing. People keep rushing their moments. And it's not like the cake not baked all the way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, if you just let it take the time that it needs.
Yeah.
And that way the cake come out perfect. But if you just want to rush it because you know it's RM, and you know, I just feel like she dropped the ball a little bit with that.
Okay.
You know, because him being in the video, we would have got a different video, number one.
Definitely.
And
yeah,
but it would have just that feeling like, oh, he's in there. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yes, it's like J. Cole being on the video with J-Hope.
Right. That was monumental.
What?
Yeah.
Because we saw the talk. We saw the talk.
Yeah, Hobie Palooza.
Yeah. And so that was just a great feeling seeing them together for real. And like when, you know, they met each other on the roof and like thinking about it is like, you know. So I think if I'm Pharrell and I'm about to drop something with RM, I'm definitely going to take my time and I'm going to wait. And do you need me to fly you out, sir? What else do you need?
Let's
do
get
you
this
like
going.
only red M&Ms?
Whatever it takes, like Avengers. Whatever it takes. Yeah.
Yes, like I'm not. Nah, we gonna have fun with this, baby.
Right.
Like this is my sweetness right here. You know, my precious.
Yeah.
So that for me, I just think that's a smart thing to do, and I really can't wait to see what they done cooked up.
Me too, bro.
Because we already know the song is done. You know, they already talked about it. You know,
yeah.
But now that you got me thinking about it again, I'm like, I know this song is good because if it was like lackluster or whatever, they probably already put it out already. But the fact that they just taking their time with it, I know for a fact this is about to be a banger.
Ooh, I can't wait. I can't wait, bro. Speaking of collabs, who's on your collab wish list to work with BTS?
To work with BTS?
Any member or the whole group, however you want to play this.
I've been really wanting to hear JK and Chris Brown together.
Okay.
I got a song that I've been writing for them too.
You're writing for them?
Yeah.
Right now?
Yes.
I need to hear this. For one thing, I need to hear what you got cooking.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's going to be a hit.
So you've really been wanting this. Like, this has been a deep desire of yours if you're actually writing a song for them.
Yeah, because I feel like you're talking about too high energy. The age bracket is different, but Chris Brown has been definitely keeping himself dance ready.
We got Magic from Usher and JK, and the age bracket is different. So that ain't nothing but the chicken wing.
It ain't. Yeah. But this song would be one of them ones to where, like, it puts the man back in the chase. For the woman. You know, for that, you know, instead of that, I'm cocky, like, I you know, like I said, we've been missing certain things, you know, but this is definitely going to be a high tempo type track. And first person I thought about, because we talked a while ago and I said I like to do different types of music. I just can't do them.
Okay.
So
yeah, we have talked about that. Yeah.
So one day I just kept hearing this beat in my head, you know, and then like words started coming, and the person that started singing was JK.
Wow.
And then next thing you know, as that was going, now the beat is starting to get filled out more in my head, and then the hook is starting to come in, and I heard Chris Brown.
Wow.
And the crazy thing is, if you really go listen to some of JK's music and Chris Brown music, you can hear they sound together. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's just, and then I just think about how much in shape JK is, and his dancing is incredible. I just feel like them two together would shock the world, especially with this song.
Oh my goodness. Okay, you got me excited a bit. I haven't been keeping up with Chris Brown as much as you. Back in the day, yes, but lately, no. And I know how much of a fan you are and appreciator of Chris Brown's art.
Yeah.
But you're selling it to me. You're selling this dream collab, your dream collab to me right now.
Yes.
Sir. Yes. You've really been thinking about this a lot, I can tell.
Well, because at first, you know, of course, it's just something that you're thinking about.
Right.
But then when as I'm listening to it in my head, I'm already jamming if as though the song is already done. Like, I'm at work and I'm like,
wow.
You know, that's me, you know?
Yeah.
So I can't wait. When I do finish it, my plan is to go live and hopefully get their attention and let the beat rock. You know, I'm a, you know, try to sing the vocals a little bit, you know, but I'm like, get them on this live now. You know, I'm going hard with this because
I love it.
You know, and hopefully somebody bite, and and he won't know something crazy. It's not even about the money. Like, of course, I would love to be paid for it.
Oh, of course,
but
your hard work.
if they would take it and just do it for free, that's how much I want this song to be out, because I feel like it's gonna be that great.
You're an artist, an independent artist. People have heard you do covers to BTS tracks, but even before that, you were an artist coming up in New Orleans when you were a teenager, right? And then you got into adulthood and you were mixing real life with your dream, and you were performing and doing really well for yourself. Real life hits, even more than it normally hits, caused you to put a pause on that.
Yeah.
Then you started getting back into your artistry when we started reacting to BTS because of the inspiration that you got from BTS, especially RM.
Yes.
You're now taking that passion and desire and putting it into action, and you're starting to perform again.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about your upcoming performance at BTS Reactor Con here in Texas in May. How did that come about?
To be honest with you, I've been wanting to perform. Like, I just been when you're watching the guys and then you're looking at certain performances that's probably popping up or whatever on YouTube or BT, MT, one of them, right?
Yeah, all of them.
I started just getting that itch, and you know how you got an itch somewhere, but you can't reach it, you can't scratch it.
Give me a back scratcher. Somebody help me out here.
It irritates you.
Yes.
And that's how bad this itch been. And I feel like until I get back on stage and really perform, it's gonna keep bothering me.
Yeah.
The only thing that was in my way is anxiety. For some reason, anxiety came in my life. I want to say maybe 8 years ago.
Okay.
It wasn't something that I normally dealt with, especially being on stage and being around people.
Yeah.
Like me and AJJ grew up doing battles and talent shows, and then with High Voltage, we was performing, places,
various clubs.
Yeah,
yeah.
Then out here, performing.
Oh yeah.
And
we were doing quite a bit out here.
Quite
when
a
we first
bit.
got here.
Yeah.
We were trying to take over Texas,
we
low
really
key.
Was. We
in
really
the beginning.
Was.
Yeah.
And like, I just don't understand how anxiety started hitting me with people and performing. But I started doing open mics. Not open mics, karaoke.
Okay.
So I started doing karaoke at this bar, Pizza Place, Valentino's Pizza.
Okay.
Because they got this thing that they do every night. And I was just sitting up there like, if I'm going to get on stage, I gotta get my confidence back. So my first song I performed in karaoke was Lose Yourself by Eminem.
Yeah, okay.
Because that's what I'm trying to get back to. And you only get, I feel like I'm starting over, and this is my one shot.
Yeah.
So I know you guys been waiting and waiting, for this album, but I don't want to mess up that shot, and I want to make sure it's presented right, but I messed up on Lose Yourself.
You messed up on the lyrics?
Yeah.
You were nervous?
I was that nervous.
You were
I had my eyes closed. I did what the old rappers used to do and sat in the middle of the stage with my eyes closed and rapping.
Oh, really? That's not you.
That's not.
That's definitely not you.
What? No. So, and then I'm not even looking at people at all.
Oh,
and then
man.
when I stumbled, or forgot a word or something, I opened my eyes like, did y'all see? I'm on stage, fool. Of course they see you messing up right now. Like, you know how you fall in front of everybody and still do the crazy awkward look? That's me. But people was cheering me on because I think the fact that I was able to keep up with it as much as possible, people were probably impressed by how much I knew this song. But for me, it wasn't to my standards.
Yeah, I got you.
So I just started going every Saturday and just kept performing. Like it didn't matter what it was. Sometimes I do something, I don't even know this song. I just like it like that. But I don't know the words all the way. That's why we got words up here. I don't know rhythm, I can stay on rhythm.
Absolutely.
So, just getting back to having fun and, and then that's when I finally, I hit you up and I said, I'm ready to do this,
Ready to do the BTS Reactor con.
Yeah.
That's amazing, man.
And so got in contact with Bree. Shout out Bree.
Yeah.
Who reached out to the other lovely ladies who help out with a lot of things in the behind the scenes.
Pretty much they do everything. There are event planners. And, and just a heads up, link to the website for BTS Reactor Con will be in the description of this video if you're actually interested in coming to see my man Blaze perform and then hang out with other beautiful armies while you're there as well. That's what's up, man. Hey, I admire that about you, and you're being very courageous in what you're doing. You're taking these steps in spite of your fear, because courage is not the absence of fear. It's basically you doing something. You're taking steps in spite of your fear, right? And that's how you eventually conquer fear. Fear is constantly going to be there. But courage, being courageous, is you basically punching fear in the face. Right, you're fighting that fear, and you may not win every single battle.
Facts.
But you're taking steps to win the war over that fear, and you taking these steps, my brother. Yeah, you're going in the right direction. So I'm very proud of you for getting outside your box and not allowing anxiety to cripple your creativity, because your creativity is designed to shine. Right, it's supposed to reach people.
Right,
and what that anxiety is doing is keeping your creativity from reaching people and basically depriving people.
Right.
I mean, I'm speaking highly of you, not just because you're my brother like that, but because what you actually do is significant. It is impactful, right? And you have such a unique art. Like, you're a poet that oftentimes don't know it. Right? Yeah. And that's cool. That's the humble side of you, and keep that humble heart. But don't allow this anxiety to ever cripple you again. And if it does creep up on you and you don't win that day's battle, rest assured tomorrow is coming.
Facts.
And tomorrow's gonna be different, my brother.
It will.
It will be. So yeah, keep doing your thing, man. I'm proud of you, man.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, for sure. Speaking of karaoke, I heard you're a stand-up comedian now. So this is breaking news right here. Breaking news. He literally just started this like a couple of weeks ago.
Yes.
Just out of nowhere, he's like, so yeah, I'm a stand-up comedian. I've been performing at this karaoke bar, Nico. I decided to do some stand-up comedy. Yeah. So can you tell us, how did that come about? How's that going? And what got you into this? Like, I didn't see this coming.
My wife always called me a social butterfly. I have this natural thing for storytelling.
You do?
But the thing is, I might alter the story just a little bit just to make it funny.
Okay.
Because I also, somebody said, if you can make them laugh, then if you can make them laugh, you can reel them in. So I will oftentimes think about if I'm trying to get a message across, or if I'm, if I want to give you something positive, right? Okay. I'll find a way to make it funny and then stick the message in there after it.
Okay.
But I would try to make sure they're relatable. Now, other times, I'm really just having a good time and I'm just being funny. Things, I'm looking at things that's going on, and then boom, I just start talking. And,
improv.
Right. Or if I, start telling more stories, they just keep getting funnier,
Okay.
But my wife was the first one who was paying attention to how I can capture people. And next thing you know, her friends, like when she's about to go out with them, they're like, Blaze coming, and so of course they want me there because they know if all else fails, if the food is nasty, if the drinks are not good, Blaze at least could be here to make us laugh.
Okay.
And so she just started saying, you should try stand up, And I kept saying, nah, I'm just from New Orleans, and I grew up watching Martin, Will, the Wayans brothers, and Living Color. Like, I loved all those things. Yeah. So for me, it's, I just look at it. We all funny, really, in New Orleans. Like
we are, bro. We some clowns, man.
Cards,
Yeah.
And I'm not even trying to just big the city up like that, but like, trust me, you get around some people in New Orleans, let them stories start going, you gonna crack up.
Oh yeah, man.
So my wife was just like, I really think you should try. And I told her, I'm a rapper. I'm a dancer. I don't think I have what it takes to make y'all laugh, but I do that just naturally. I don't know if I can go up there intentionally to make somebody laugh.
Okay.
And then, as I told you, I was working on the journey of getting out my anxiety. Mm-hmm. So I said, how about I kill two birds in one stone? I'm trying to kill this anxiety.
Yeah.
And I need to know if I have what it takes to make people laugh, So I told the guy to play Irreplaceable, and I'm going to ask you to turn it off, but I'm going to do some comedy.
This is the DJ?
The DJ.
Okay.
And shout out Kevin. And he was like, comedy? He's like, that should be good. I was like, yeah, if I don't stink, So I started messing with these two people who kept going up there, and they're like crushing every song. And then they were about to leave. Like, I heard them talking, like, we're going to do this last song, then we're going to go. And I was like, before that happened, I hurry up and grab the mic. I say, hold up, you two ain't going nowhere. And then I just played off that, and then started getting more into my life. But as the people was laughing, the more confident I got.
Okay.
And I was even able to somehow sneak a message in there.
That's always a good sign.
It is.
That's Dave Chappelle level of comedy.
But
Dave Chappelle always has a message.
Right. But that's, like I told Lucy, my wife, if I get into comedy, I want to always have something for you to leave with. Not just laughter, but something that's going to help here and help here. So that's my goal. And once that first one went so well, to be honest with you, I was like, I just went up there and did comedy and people enjoyed it. I know I can get back on stage and sing and rap and,
Absolutely.
And that was that. I don't know if I did it that night or the next morning. That's when I text you and I said, okay, I'm ready to go.
Okay.
I'm ready to go.
That's beautiful, bro.
And my first time I just performed last night.
Right.
And now I forget her name. I'm sorry, she talked more to my sister. But this lady want me to go with her and do like comedy shows.
Really?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's crazy because to me, I'm like, I didn't see that coming because it was my first time being on the stage.
Yeah.
So I definitely didn't think nothing was gonna come from that besides either boo, get off, or that was funny.
Right.
But a lot of people came straight up to me and was like, "Oh my God, that was hilarious." But the ones that I loved the most was the ones who talked about how relatable it was. I was just very happy, and now I gotta pay my wife 10%.
Oh, she's the manager.
Just because she mentioned it.
Oh, okay.
Like, I think you'll be good at stand up, and now that I've done it, she's like, okay, it's gonna cost you. You didn't do nothing but tell me to go do it.
Lucy a G.
Yeah,
I
she's
like
definitely
that.
a G.
I respect that.
Yeah,
Man, congratulations, bro.
Thank you. But I want to encourage Y'all, so my channel, I know I just been dropping music on it.
Mm-hmm.
But I finally know what I want to do. Me and Nico we've been trying to figure it out. I do have a big fear, and it often like stop me from doing things.
Yeah.
So a lot of times when people hear you talk about what's going on, some people look at it like, well, they can't do it. I want us to do it together. So if you want to know where my channel is going, yes, I will still be dropping music and I'm going to be, going live and things. But I want to motivate you guys to go for your dreams and find new ones as much as possible.
That's righteous.
And but I want us to do it together. The number one thing is for us to stop being fearful, and to not to be afraid to try new things. I watch this man do it all the time. And every time he does something, it encourages me. And then I'll tell Nico everything. And I will start to do it. But when it comes down to like letting people see it, I just get scared.
Right.
Then I come here, he's doing a whole nother thing new. And it's like, stop being scary, bro. Like,
yeah.
What they gonna do? Like,
right.
I don't like this one.
Oh, well.
That didn't even hit me. I'm tripping. Mm-hmm. So I want to be, I want y'all to know that we're not perfect. Nobody's perfect.
Absolutely not.
Even being right here, right now, and talking this way is very hard to do this. But like I said, I feel like if I'm working on it, why not let you see it? I don't need to be embarrassed of.
Not at all. You have nothing to be
I'm a
embarrassed
human,
about
just like everybody else,
Absolutely.
and I have bad habits that I want to quit myself.
Yeah.
And hopefully, this will help y'all. Get to the next level in life. Hopefully, get to the next level in your career or whatever you're trying to do. I'm telling you, trust me when I say Nick does a lot more than what y'all think he do. And sometimes y'all get to see it. But for as what we know what he can do, he's always taking it up a notch. He's always moving on a different type of level. And
thank you. I didn't come here to blush or anything, but thank you so much.
But no, because I'm tired of, and this may seem like I'm hating.
Okay.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm just tired of watching you keep trying these things without fear.
Oh.
And I'm sitting up there scared to post a video that's motivational.
I will say, just to encourage you, there's not a thing that I do that doesn't have fear attached to it.
See?
Like, I'm my own worst enemy. My brain is constantly telling me, you're not good enough to do this. People are not going to like this. Who do you think you are? Just stay in your lane. My brain is always telling me that.
Can I ask you one thing?
Okay.
What makes you want to do like Chris Tucker said?
What did Chris Tucker say?
Push the damn button.
What makes me want to do that is to prove myself wrong. To prove that voice I hear in my head is wrong.
It's just there.
Yes, it's always there. But I want to prove that voice wrong because that voice, it always steers me wrong. So I look at myself from a historical standpoint. When I listen to that voice, that's what got me in trouble back in the day. Listening to that voice. Not living up to the standards that the Most High has put within me. Not fulfilling my creative desires. Listening to that voice got me into all different types of trouble. Committing crimes because I felt like I wasn't good enough to go for my dreams, right? So I would just settle for less. I would settle for what I saw around me. I literally was a product of my own environment, a victim. I decided a long time ago I didn't want to be a victim no more. Deciding that and actually doing that is two different things. So I had to really discover who the enemy is. The enemy is myself. It has been myself for a long time. So I decided to tell myself to shut up.
Mm.
And every time I hear that voice, I tell it to shut up. And I prove it wrong by doing the opposite of what it tells me.
Mm.
You see, there's good voices and bad voices you hear in your head.
Yeah.
You're right. But like, without going to like super detail or spiritual things or anything like that, because I believe in God, right? But the negative voice that I hear in my head is always me.
Yep.
Right? Always me. So I'm starting to learn to not listen to that, listen to the positive voice, the reassuring voice, the voice that brings me peace, right? And that's how I conquer some of those battles. Not all the battles, because I still get crippled as well.
Right.
There's a lot of things that I aspire to do that I haven't done because I've listened to that voice to some extent, and it's kind of put a pause on some things, right?
Right.
But overall, I punch fear in the face every day, man, as much as I can, bro. And I just go for it. And if people like it, they like it. If I'm putting content out that people aren't used to, like on my second channel, Finding Nico, which is like a vlog channel, if people don't like it, it's like, that's cool. But I know it's going to be for somebody, right? I know somebody's going to appreciate it. And also, I'm appreciating it. I love creating. I love creating all different types of content, right?
Yeah.
Not just reactions. So I'm like, I'm just going to go for it.
Right.
Right? And I think that's important, that you just go for it.
It is very important. And look, I know, yes, we love BTS.
Absolutely.
But even BTS would be disappointed in you for not going for more. Because
I agree.
they do it all the time.
I
and
agree.
if you are a real fan, or I'm not going to say fan, if you are a real fan,
give me that.
then you support what the person's doing. If you may not like the content, that's fine.
That's fine.
But
if you don't like the content,
don't put us in a box.
Thank you. Don't let anybody put you in a box.
Yeah.
And please don't do that to other people. If you guys like this type of content, do us a favor, like this video. Also, share it as well. Save it in a playlist. That really helps us to really grow and spread on YouTube when you do things like that. Also, let us know in the comments or by your likes how much you like this video, and we may do a part 2 to this if this is something that's valuable to you guys, because we always want to provide a value and make you guys happy.
Thanks.
It makes us happy when you're happy. So that's it for the Bora-Space Diary of a BTS Reactor. Hopefully part 1. We love you guys, and cheers.
High quality H2O.
That's right, baby. See you on the next one. I ain't know it's a race. You know I'm competitive. You cheated.